Quick disclaimer, I am very awkward on camera. I do voiceover for a reason. Yeah. This looks about right. Also, welcome to wearing lipstick because of masks. You can't really wear lipstick otherwise, so... Okay, let's do this. The struggle is real. I should probably talk loud enough. This thing has a good mic, but you never know. And I did not set up a separate mic, so I hope this audio quality isn't too bad. I feel like I'm in class, like giving a presentation in front of class. This is why I do voiceover for people. Oh, by the way, if I sound different, I am not sick, but like my throat is sore, so excuse me for that. Take two because I can't talk without a script. So the first thing you will be doing is setting up your space, if that's before your makeup, which I would recommend doing it before you get in full cosplay. You're gonna need a wall because what I personally think that if you have a lot of stuff in the background, like my other pictures on Instagram, which I try to make as dark as possible, like I try to make the background as dark as possible, it can be very distracting from your actual cosplay. So having a wall, it can be white or off-whites. I personally prefer, if I do stuff with lights, to have a beige background or like an off-white background instead of white, because if you use white it can be very harsh, so you really gotta be careful with your pictures being overlit, or I think it's gonna be easier to edit it if you have an off-white wall or a beige wall. The second thing that you can do for background is if you have a backdrop. You can make your own backdrop out of some sheets that you can pin to the wall if your mom allows that. You can make your own backdrop with a big piece of paper, or like stapling a bunch of pieces of paper together. I think that would be a really cool idea. Be creative. You can't really go wrong with a plain background, really. Then the third thing you want to set up is your lighting. You have two choices here. You can use artificial light or you can use natural light. With natural light, it's important to be in front of a window, obviously. The best weather outside to shoot with natural lighting is when it's clouded, because right now I'm shooting natural and it's kind of cloudy outside, so the sun isn't really in my face and it's gonna be less visible from frame to frame. So if I were to like cut pieces and it would have been sunny outside and there would have been a cloud moving in front of the sun, you would clearly see the light changing in between different shots and you would have to edit that over and over again. So your pictures would really be more coherent if you just shoot with cloudy sky. If that's not a possibility for you, you can always, if you have blinds, roll them down like the see-through ones, or you can use a sheet and hang that in front of your window or take a little more distance from it. Just see what works. Also, tip number one, use test shots. Don't just start shooting without checking if you're doing stuff right. In the beginning of my shoot, it was still very much light outside. It was, I think, around 5 o'clock, even though it's getting like winter, fall. But it was still quite light outside. So the camera picked that up instead of the red light that I was doing. With artificial light, it's better to shoot in a darker setting, so you don't have the extra things you need to hold account for. And just keep on trying until you find that sweet spot of how you want your pictures to look. So that was it for this setup. So number two is included in number one because your camera is also part of your setup. I used the camera that I'm filming on right now. It's my vlog camera. I'll link it down below. It's a Sony DSX-500, I think. I'm gonna have to check. Normally, you would have the urge to like put the timer on and then pose and then take a picture, which I do not recommend. I would actually, the way I shot these pictures is by taking a video, which I think like it's more natural, it's more spontaneous. You can be more relaxed because you don't need to be like pressing, posing, waiting, like looking into the camera, making sure everything's all right, and then like pressing again. So you have more shots, more poses that you can do. Like, but with that, you need to make sure, definitely if you're in a darker setting, which I had problems with in the beginning, is to put camera settings at a higher frame rate. So that means that it's taking more frames in the amount of seconds that you're filming in. My mom just started vacuuming, so I really hope you can't hear it. Number three, actually shooting. Get in front of the camera, flip the screen if you have a flip screen, otherwise my friend used a mirror behind their camera so they could see the screen, which is I mean, be creative. First thing you do, check yourself. Look at yourself in the camera. Does everything go well? Is everything in its place? Because I had the problem where I didn't do that, and I only noticed halfway through one of the videos I was taking that my shirt was unbuttoned too far. And then you have to like redo all of those poses, and sometimes you can't even remember what you did. Second thing that really helps in shooting is put some music on. Put some music on that you like, that gets you in like a good positive mindset. Maybe like some kind of music that you can relate to the character. So if you're doing a badass character, go on Spotify, look up badass playlist or something. And I mean, it works really good to like get you into that mindset. I think Spotify even, or like people on Spotify have even made full-on playlists for different characters. So that's something that can really get you into the mindset. Then just pose, like think of what would the character do. Draw different emotions. I had the skeleton thing, the makeup I do almost every single year. And I just did scared, I did angry, I did cocky, like, because Bakugo, like a bit arrogant. I think that works great because you can do different poses over and over again with a different emotion, which still makes them original and still makes it different and gives you a lot more content to choose from when you go to eventually edit it and upload it. If you see something that you don't like, adjust it. There's no need to keep your setup the same for the whole entire shoot. Move your camera a bit further, move it closer, adjust your angle, like more upwards, more downwards. Just do whatever feels good to you, because the more options you have, the more you have to choose from. Last tip I can give for like the actual photo shoot, I'll probably come up with more tips while I'm explaining the next step, will be use props. Use everything you have on as props. If you have a shirt, tug your collar. If you have a really long wig, like tuck it behind your ear. Play with your hair, move your hair from one side to the other side. If you have glasses, try like pushing them up. Just, it does not all need to be perfect because you're gonna edit it and a lot of it is going to be not good, but like some of it is gonna be good, and the more options you have to choose from, then you can pick that top 10% that you really like, and then you can start editing those and uploading those and it'll be bomb. Number 4 on the list is ending your shoot. So how to know if you've gotten all your shots that you wanted to have or if you are done with your shoot. So one of the things that I think is important that you can do to know if you have finished your shoot or if you still need to continue posing and like shooting some more is if you can't think of any other poses and you just keep on repeating the poses that you already did, then you have basically 2 options. You don't have enough or you do have enough. If you don't have enough, turn off your camera for a second, go on Instagram and just scroll through other people's cosplays of that people that have done that cosplay, or look up posing tips. So if you guys want, I can make a video on how to pose. I'll probably, because I'm a photographer, so I can speak mostly of the photographer's standpoint. Posing is not my strength. But I mean, as a cosplayer, you kind of have to learn it way through, but I'm way more comfortable with like shooting and the photographer's point of view on it. So I'll probably include a model into that video if you guys want it. So leave me a comment if you would really like that, or DM me on Instagram or something. Like, everything is on the screen right now. Second thing for the 4th point of ending your shoot is upload your pictures on your, or like upload your videos immediately on your laptop. I can't tell you how many times I have shot something, then forgot it was on the camera and then like, oh yeah, I'll upload it later, I'll edit it later. And then I went to shoot a new video and I formatted my USB card. And that was a whole afternoon of work in the trash. So immediately upload it on your computer, laptop, something else that is not your camera. So you have it in 2 places. And then clean up, because I know it can get pretty messy if you're shooting, for example, with glitter or with, I do not recommend shooting glitter on the floor. Make sure you put something down first. Or you're shooting with confetti or something that you can throw in the air. So clean up after yourself, because you're gonna regret that later when you get out of cosplay and you feel all zen and all calm. And then you see the mess you made on the floor. I think it's gonna start raining, so my lighting has probably changed already. Number 5 is reviewing the footage that you took. So you've now uploaded the pictures onto your computer. So open the videos and just screenshot every single pose that you like and that you think turned out good. It doesn't need to be perfect because you've probably done the poses about 3 to 4 times, so you have different options to choose from. So once you've screenshotted everything that you like, open all of your pictures and look for poses that are similar, that you've maybe done twice or 3 times, and put those together and filter away everything that you don't like. If you have 4 shots or 3 shots of the same pose, go ahead and look through which one you like the most. And after you've done that, so you've gone through it one time and selected everything that you like, you've gone through it the second time, only kept the things that you would actually upload and that you really like, then you can go on to the third step, which is then dividing the pictures into different kind of sets. For example, I have, I think, 3 to 4 sets. One set is just normal Bakugo pictures with the red lighting. Then I have the ones with the skeleton face. Then I have just like funnier ones, and then I have like a mix of everything that I didn't know where to put. So I have 4 sets that I could upload. Then once you've divided them, you're sure you want to edit these ones because editing takes a lot of time. Then you can go on to step number 6, which is the editing. For your editing, I don't know what you like to use, but if you're not that experienced, you should probably go with something that is like an easier program to edit. I would not recommend just using the Instagram filters or just using what Instagram has to edit your pictures. Although it's great if your picture already has a good start, I would not recommend using Instagram as your only program that you use to edit. I personally use Lightroom and Photoshop from Adobe. I know a lot of people, if you live in Belgium or the Netherlands, if you have a Smart School account, you can log into academic software and you can get everything from Adobe Creative Cloud, everything from Excel and stuff you can get for free, which I would highly recommend doing. But if you don't know how to work with Lightroom or Photoshop, then that might be another barrier. So look for something simple but effective. That's, I think, number 1 tip if you're not that experienced with editing photos. If you would like a video on how I edit my pictures and how I have edited them, put it in the comments or DM me. Once again, like, if you have ideas or you want to see something from me or from Tanya, like, just shoot us a DM, leave us a comment, and we'll try to film something. Once you've done that, they're all edited, they're all ready to be uploaded, or at least your first set is ready to be uploaded, because I am a big procrastinator on editing. Oh boy. I have pictures from almost a year ago that have not been edited, that I should probably edit so I can upload them. Yeah. Number 7, upload and backup. Backup is so important. Same thing with like leaving your pictures or videos on your camera and then deleting flashcard is just... You put so much work into it. Please make sure your work doesn't get lost. So what I do for backup is I upload everything on Google Drive. That way I can have it on my phone and my laptop. You can just upload them on Drive, open them on your phone, download them on your phone, and then upload them on Instagram. That easy. So yes, upload them on Google Drive. That way you have a backup. Okay, so that were the 7 steps on how to shoot professional looking pictures from your own house and in your own home. If you also shoot at home and you use my tips or you use something that I said in the video, please send it to me on Instagram. Everything will be linked below. So I hope this was helpful to you in some kind of way, even if you just learned 1 tip from it. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like. Man, I feel like such a YouTuber. I hate it. This is why I do voiceover, people. Oh man. So if you liked it, please leave a like and consider pressing subscribe, English, and consider pressing subscribe and put on your notifications if you would like to see more videos like this. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.